game was amazing. It's about hacking. And during this story mode, the dude Aiden Pierce, you had to chase down this one dude. He's a DJ, hashtag drug dealer, hashtag drug lord, hashtag.
Okay.
Like, it's just like, and he's a hacker himself. So basically, on the game, he hacks your phone. He puts you in a trap. And on the game, you're playing as a dude. He's supposed to be hacking your phone. Basically, on my game, because they were there, DJ has this mouse head, and it's just like he hacks into your phone, and basically, when he hacked into the dude's phone, my TV turned off completely. My television cut off, but it turned back on. And when it turned back on, my screen was completely black. All I saw was like an outline of a mouse. And it said, ha ha ha, game over, load. But then my screen, on my real TV screen, this is my real TV screen, it started glitching. And it was just like, don't exit your game. And then that's when it came back to the real game. And then my dude had the gun and he was like ready to shoot and I had the control. But that was the fourth wall. It basically said don't exit your game. And I was like, whoa.
Dang.
And scared at the same time. Turn on my television.
But here's
Plus, I would be scared on mine because that's actually a hacker crew that does that.
Mom, time to go.
Anonymous. Yes.
Okay,
There's
here's
actually a hacker crew that does that. And if you do something, they will come and put a note on your door. And if you tell them, so.
here's my game. Here's my game.
Let Nia explain.
I mean, sorry I talked about this so much, but I gotta tell you how it breaks the fourth wall. So it's obviously Undertale. They're making a new Undertale. It's called A Second Chance, and this one's gonna be all about Asriel.
About a goat boy.
Asriel, he's
Goat Boy.
important.
Goat boy.
Jesus.
He's a goat boy.
So
Let's talk about your fourth wall.
yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that one, but I'm gonna talk about how Undertale breaks the fourth wall. So you know, if you play Undertale, you see that character Flowey. Like if you're a beginner and you go into the ruins and you kill Undertale. Oh my gosh! And you kill Toriel. But you go back because you regret it and you spare her. Flowey is gonna say you killed her and went back because you regretted it. And everybody dropped their control at that moment.
Because basically she knew that you restarted the game. Well, yeah, he knew that you restarted the
There's
game.
another game that does that's called Batman Arkham Knight. If you beat the game and play it again, she was done, wasn't she?
No.
We're gonna have to talk about this.
1 more minutes left.
But I was like, I want to explain one more boss. Like, okay, so here are two more bosses. Well, not two. Asriel and Sans. They both know that they're in all the bosses. Not all bosses. These two know that they're in the game. These two know that you can. First knows that he can save the game, and these two can explain that if you leave and you break the barrier and leave the underground, you win the game. If you don't, you have to keep fighting them. And Asriel wants to keep you there because his best friend left him a long time ago. So he wants to keep you there by killing you to kill you. So he does that. And Sans, he explains to you how timeline resets and there are anomalies going on all around the universe because you're messing up the timeline. And he says, what's the point of going on if you're going to reset? Okay, there you go. That's Undertale. Scary game. Your turn.
Alright, so there's another game that does that. It's called Batman Arkham Knight. He explained Batman Arkham Knight in another episode that was the last episode on him doing something and seeing what this girl being a boss. But yeah, Batman Arkham Knight, if you beat the game and come back and at the beginning you roast Joker. Not Joan roast, but you roast Joker. I wish you roast Joker. Like Joan roast Joker. But you burn him. At the beginning of the game, you burn Joker. You burn Joker's dead body. And if you beat the game and come back, if you play it again, he will pop up at you. He will pop up and laugh.
That's not really the fourth wall.
It's kind of fourth wall.
It's just